Hi, this is Vidya. Welcome to my 2024 Varalakshmi Vratham alankaram video in detail. These are 3-inch brass feet. I have 12-inch long fabric arms and legs, so I use them along with these. I use these metal skewers to provide support to the fabric arms and legs so they can hold the shape when we bend them. You will need a tape. First step is to attach these metal skewers or any metal wire to the brass leg. Then insert the fabric leg into it. Using a plier, I bend the skewer to make a joint and I tape them together as shown. I repeated the same process for making the arms. I'm showing how I made the arms more in detail. I just bent the ends of the arms to create a hook so I can use them to hook into the frame. As the legs were skinny, I used some newspaper to make them more wider at the thigh and the leg part, like I'm showing in the video. You can find the entire video on how I created this body in my channel. For this style of saree draping, all I did was I just separated the upper body from the basket and directly placed it on the table. I created a V shape with the sticks in the back to support the arms without being shown from the front. I used the blouse piece which came with the saree and I folded it and wrapped it from the front like this. I folded the saree into half and pre-pleated the saree from the start all the way to the pallu, leaving some part like this. I made pallu pleats very small and secured them using pins all the way to the end. Tie the saree to the waist like this. Take the pallu part from underneath the saree towards the right side. Nicely arrange the pallu and pin it to the body. I took the back end of the pallu, brought it to the front and tucked it under the saree like I am showing. Next, I just used the right side of the saree, leaving the pleats part, and wrapped it around the leg like this. Then I also did the same on the left side. I took a lot of time to do this until all the saree folds are nicely arranged and then pin them. It was a very tricky process and it took me a couple of trials to drape the saree in this style. Coming to the back arms, I simply tape them to the back frame using a clear tape like this. I put the jewelry first before attaching the Ammavari face. These are my daughter's tiny anklets from when she was a year old. And I already had this bangle with me, so I just separated the belt part and I used as another anklet. Like I showed in the previous video, I simply put the Ammavari face at the end into the kalasham and tied it to the back frame. Coming to the backdrop, I got this design printed from India. I used two backdrop stands. To the front one, I attached a wooden plank of 12-inch wide using zip ties. To this wooden plank, using a heavy-duty stapler, I simply stapled the design sheet into the wood. For the background, I used these beach mats and I covered the ends using these lace to give a traditional look. These are my daughter's old hair accessories which were pink in color. I separated them and reattached them to red flower petals. I also had these danglings with red flowers, so I just attached them together and used it for the backdrop. Finally, I painted some white dots in the design to give a rangoli look.